Apple unveiled iOS 18 at its Worldwide Developers Conference 2024 keynote event in June, and the tech giant released the third developer beta of the software on Monday. At WWDC, the tech giant stated that the next iPhone operating system will include a lot of new features, like more ways to customize your home screen, updates to the Messages app, and updated Siri with Apple Intelligence. Apple said online that the next operating system will be available to the general public this fall. While many people won't get iOS 18 until later this year, developers can download the second iOS 18 developer beta now. We recommend downloading a beta on something other than your primary device. Since this isn't the final version of iOS 18, these features might be buggy and battery life may be short, and it's best to keep those troubles on a secondary device. Here's what we know about all the new features and improvements iOS 18 could bring to your iPhone this fall. While you've been able to customize your iPhone's home and lock screens with widgets and different backgrounds, iOS 18 will let you customize your home screen's apps and layout, as well as your phone's lock screen functions. During WWDC, Craig Federighi, Apple's Senior Vice President of Software Engineering, showed how iOS 18 lets you arrange your iPhone's apps and widgets on your home screen however you want. Previously, these icons would fill your home screen from top to bottom, sometimes obstructing backgrounds you might like. But iOS 18 should let you arrange your icons around your background or in any way you want, something Android has offered for many years. You can also easily customize the appearance of your app's icons. You can give your icons a dark mode filter or tint your icons to match your wallpaper. Federighi also said iOS 18 will let you swap out the camera and flashlight functions on your iPhone's lock screen. That way you aren't accidentally turning on your iPhone's flashlight on while putting it in your pocket, but you might open another app instead. Apple also announced that iOS 18 updates your iPhone's control center. With the next operating system, you'll be able to access more controls for things like whatever music you're listening to on specific apps. You can also change which apps you see, as well as their size, so you have quicker access to the buttons you use more often. Your iPhone's Messages app will also get an update with iOS 18. With the next operating system, you'll be able to schedule messages to send later, react to messages with more tapbacks, and format messages and specific words in your messages with text effects. So if you want to emphasize something in a text, you can bold it, underline, or use other effects to get your point across. The next OS will also bring messages via satellite to many iPhones. The feature works similar to Apple's emergency SOS via satellite feature introduced on the iPhone 14 and 15 series. But while emergency SOS is for making an emergency call, even if you don't have a signal, messages via satellite will let you send a message to anyone, even without a signal. So you'll be able to message your spouse or parents to let them know how your camping trip is going. Letting someone borrow your iPhone can be a nerve-wracking experience, especially if you don't want them to see or access certain apps. But iOS 18 will allow you to lock and hide apps. If you lock an app, it will then require your Face ID or passcode to unlock and access it. And if you just don't want someone to know you have a certain app on your iPhone, you can stash it in a hidden apps folder in your app library. This is similar to removing apps from your home screen without deleting them from your iPhone, but it arranges all your hidden apps in one place. It'd be fun to look at memories in your Photos app, but navigating through the app can be challenging if you take a lot of photos. So Apple announced iOS 18 will redesign your iPhone's Photos app. The redesign should make it easier to find specific photos by organizing your photos in more ways, like month and year. Photos will also be organized by theme, so if you're looking for photos from a trip, you should be able to find them faster. The updated Photos app in iOS 18 will also let you filter out receipts and screenshots so that it'll clog up your library. Apple is turning its Password Keyking feature into a full-blown app called Passwords. According to Apple, Passwords safely stores all your credentials in one place. It can also sync your passwords across your Apple devices. That way, if you change your Netflix password on one device but not on another, Password will follow you so you don't forget it. Apple announced that it's rolling out Apple Intelligence, its spin on generative AI, in iOS 18. But on Apple's website, the tech giant said these improvements will be available only on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max for now. Apple Intelligence will bring improvements to Siri to make the assistant more capable and helpful. It will allow you to create new images called Genmojis, and it will bring new writing tools and capabilities to those iPhones. With iOS 18, if you're wearing the second generation of AirPods Pro, you'll be able to interact with Siri by nodding or shaking your head. So if you need to be quiet because the baby is sleeping or your partner is on an important phone call, you can keep Siri working without saying a word. Apple's iOS 18 will improve your Notes app. Notes will get live audio transcripts, collapsible sections to keep the app organized, and the ability to highlight certain phrases. You'll also be able to solve mathematical problems in the app while you type. These upgrades are similar to the Notes app upgrades Apple announced for iPadOS 18. According to Facts and Factors, mobile gaming as an industry is expected to grow by over 13% by 2030, and Apple seems to recognize that with the introduction of Game Mode in iOS 18. Game Mode will minimize background activities on your iPhone to improve your game's performance. It will also have improved responsiveness with AirPods and wireless gaming controllers, Apple says. With iOS 18, iPhone users with a Mac will be able to access their iPhone remotely from their Mac. Apple is calling this feature iPhone mirroring and will work in conjunction with the upcoming macOS Sequoia. So instead of sending a file from your iPhone to your Mac, you'll be able to just access the file right on your Mac without any extra steps in between. SharePlay was introduced with iOS 15 in 2021 and it lets Apple users share their screen with other people via FaceTime. And iOS 18 is giving SharePlay an upgrade. With enhanced screen sharing capabilities, you can draw on someone's screen so they can see what they can do on theirs, or control their screen and take actions yourself, Apple wrote online. Apple said that with iOS 18, your iPhone's Mail app will organize your emails better. Your app will have new categories for things like receipts, newsletters, and more. That way you don't have to dig through your emails and find an invitation to a party you forgot to respond to. With iOS 18, it will be easier to send cash to your friends and family with Tap to Cash. With this new feature, you can send Apple Cash directly to others by bringing your iPhones close together, similar to how you can quickly airdrop a photo or message to someone or name drop your contact information to others by bringing your iPhones close together. With iOS 18, your iPhone's Safari app will detect important information on a page and highlight it for you. For example, directions and quick links to people and movies should be highlighted and easily findable. Reader will also provide a table of contents and summaries of articles in Safari. So that will be the end of today's video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this one. Thanks for watching.